Hi, Neil here from the Dirt Floor Workshop. Today's video is the press. These are the parts here. Now there's nothing revolutionary or inventive about this, but I've done the homework. So if you want to build something like this, you'll have a bit of an idea what it's going to turn out like. Anyway, let's get into it. The first part are the uprights. Now there's 4 of these, 2 left and 2 right hand. Now the measurements are down here, and these are running measurements. Starting from the bottom here and running along. And also starting from here and running along here. And the other one will be opposite hand. Now, the next part are these braces for the bottom. Next up, we got the blade holder. Next part, we got the top of the frame. Next thing we got is the bottom support. Now most of these parts are all made of flat bar or angle iron, so it really shouldn't be too difficult to make it. I've tried to make it out of the simplest parts that I can get. That's the details for the bottom support. Next part nothing complicated about this bit, it's just a bit of flat bar with some holes in it. The same with the bottom brace. Now the next bit, these are a little bit more complicated. I'll just show you those dimensions on those 2 items. I forgot to show you them. That's the dimensions for the top brace and the bottom brace. Now, as I was saying, these parts are a little bit more complicated, and I'll try and make a bit more detailed drawing in the next video, but for now I'll just put this together and you can see how it all works. Oh, I forgot to put a bit of grease on. Now I think by now some of you will have worked out how this thing's going to work. Just a bit of grease on these bolts. Same deal again with this one. Now you might be able to make, this is a 10 Acme thread here, 5/8 diameter 10 by 10 Acme. You might be able to make this with a bit of Brooker rod. I don't know what your how you would. I don't know how you would go about it, but for me, I machined them out of solid, which was a lot of work, and you could possibly, a bit of Brooker rod might be able to do the job. Bit more grease. Can't use too much grease, can you? I guess you've all figured it out by now, but in case you haven't, I'll just give you a little tip. Can you see what's going to happen now? Now the way this works, there's all sorts of adjustments. This can be adjusted here. This can go up or down on that thread and locked with that lock nut, so that if one side is a little bit higher, you can adjust the other side, make it a little bit higher. So that's how that's going to work. Most of my measurements on this thing are in millimetres, but I've used imperial bolts. Looks like I should have put this in here first, in this spline. I thought it would have that much play, but apparently not. Last time I put this together, I was able to get that. I don't know what I've done differently this time. Might be time to put the top pieces on, I suppose. Might just put a bit of grease on here first, see how that goes. Now hopefully all these bolts will all line up. Now, another piece of angle iron. Looks like I put the wrong bolt in here. This was all assembled before, and then I pulled it apart and painted it, and it doesn't seem to want to go back together as easily as it came apart. But that's life, isn't it? What do we got? I put those base plate on. that's the measurements for those elements that go in the middle. That's the measurements for the Acme thread, and that's those pieces that go in between. This is a detail of the holes for the end of each of those 200mm plates, and I've got here 17 or 18 or 11/16 hole, whichever you like. That's the one I'm looking for. These are the base angle. I think it's just about time to stand this thing up. And see if it actually works. Oh, I better lift this end up here first. Now these plates, you need these to stop the blade moving around. Maybe it goes there, I'm not sure. And I've got another plate like that for the other end. I think it's time to see if this contraption actually works. Looks like it's a goer. It's alive. It's alive. Might be time to put some tooling in. Now I'm using a 900 blade here. And on the bottom, I've just made up these little clamps here to hold the bottom die in. Same on the other side. I think it's time to see if it'll actually do something. Now I've got this, it's only a very thin piece, but it's all right for a demonstration. It's designed to, I've actually bent a 3mm plate on this, so it's got a bit of there you go. It wasn't difficult bending that. I'll probably need to do a bit of adjustment on this here to get it right. But you get the idea. I suppose you're wondering what these holes up here are for. Well, the reason they're there is because when I built this press, I wanted to be able to bend deep pans, and that seems to be a very difficult job to get done. They can all bend that bend and that bend and that bend, but when it comes to the end, they don't seem to be able to do it, especially when this gets a bit longer, a bit bigger box. No one seems to want to do it. So that's why I've put these up here. So you can move this top blade up there, and I'll be able to put in bigger blades, and I should be able to press quite a deep V. That's all for another video. You've seen how it goes together, and I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Thanks for watching. Bye.